Hello viewer, welcome to another exciting moment of Football Flakes. Here with me in the studio, I have various analysts ready to critically examine the football matches that took place within the weekend. Welcome and once again viewers all over the world. If you're just joining us, this is Football Flakes where we talk about everything football. Yes, Operation Dim Black Stars, 31 days to go before Super Eagles take on the Black Stars, Ghana, and fight for the World Cup qualifiers. Yes, my name is Wilfred Willie, and together with me I have on my right.
My name is Sadiq Inen.
And to my left I have
the ever present Sunday Junior.
Yes, you're welcome and once again to Football Flakes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So, without wasting much of your time, we'll be diving straight to the topic. Operation Dim Black Stars, 31 days to go. We already know in 31 days time, Nigeria, the Super Eagles, is going to be playing the Black Stars of Africa, Ghana, the Ghanaians, for a spot in the World Cup. So yes, Mr. Sadiq, run us through this match that's going to happen 31 days from now. The Super Eagles have come back to say that this is a must-win match for them to compensate us for dropping out in that African Cup of Nations. Do you think Nigeria, the Super Eagles, can go ahead and clinch this more desired spot that they really desire to?
I'm talking about Nigeria versus Ghana. That's 31 days to go. I think hopefully if Nigeria can eventually win the match, if home and away, or a win in our first match against Ghana, and later on Nigeria qualify to the World Cup, I think it's going to be a good compensation after disappointments in the AFCON. And I think the NFF, they are making a good step, because you can see Eguavon in the Emirates Stadium, when Arsenal was playing. I think it was looking at the likes of Thomas Partey, the defensive midfielder of the Ghana. You know how he plays, how he organizes the midfield, his team exactly, and some other players. And there are some other scouts in the Nigerian staffs that went all around the world to scout the Ghanaian players, how they play. And there was also in the staff too, a man that came to the Sheldon Park, that's the Crystal Palace Stadium, against Chelsea yesterday. So I think they are making a good steps, checking how the players plays, their strength, their weakness, those things. I think it's going to be helpful for the Nigerian team after the analysts, and they'll analyze the player, their weakness, their strength, and later on they'll come back that this guy, this is how he plays. I think this should be of use if Ndidi or whosoever is going to be man marking him, or this guy, those composure. So I think it's going to be really helpful for Nigeria.
Well, yes, Nigeria is set to face Ghana 31 days from now for the World Cup qualifying match. Now, so Mr. Sunday, looking at the Super Eagles that are played in the African Cup of Nations, do you think this coach Eguavon is ready and is willing to fight for this spot? How far do you see Nigeria coming if they eventually win this Ghanaian team, the Black Stars? Do you even think they're going to win that match and they will qualify for the World Cup?
For me, looking at both sides, Ghana and Nigeria, of course, they actually both wounded lions right now, because Ghana as a national team themselves didn't have a very good
play in the AFCON as well,
AFCON outing, and also Nigeria. So both of them will actually be wounded, and they want to actually prove out something. All right. Now, for me, I would say it still boils down to the players. All right, to the players, because I said before, Nigeria as a team, they have the quality to even get to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. So it actually boils down to the commitment and the desire to win from the team.
Exactly.
So for me, I think it all boils down to the player, because the coach can only do his best, do his tactics, but for me, the real gameplay should be with the players. But I see Nigeria
qualifying for the World Cup.
Yeah, qualifying for the World Cup.
Yes, hopefully we'll see Nigeria qualifying for the World Cup. Let us know what you think. If you think Nigeria is going to go through the Black Stars, winning the Black Stars will ensure the Super Eagles spot in the World Cup, the much anticipated World Cup. Yes, moving very fast. We're looking at the England Premier League. We're moved on to the England Premier League. If you're just joining us, this is Football Flakes. We talked about the Operation Dim Black Stars. 31 days to go. Nigeria faces Black Stars of Ghana. Now we're moving to the England football, the Premier League, England Premier League that held Saturday and on Sunday. But going to Chelsea first. Chelsea ready to wait for Azpilicueta's decision. We already know that Chelsea edged their last match. They won 1-0. Ziyech with the winner.
Yes, Hakim Ziyech.
It was cancelled.
Cancelled, yes. I think Romelu Lukaku, the Chelsea number 9, was in an offside position, and after taking the shot, and their goalkeeper saved the shot, and eventually Hakim Ziyech was there to bounce the ball back to the back of the net, and it was called off offside for Romelu Lukaku. And later on, he was still hungry. Yeah, the team spirit was still within the players, and eventually when Thomas Tuchel brought in the substitution, he changed the midfield and also the left back. And Marcos Alonso, he did a very good cross, and Hakim Ziyech just have to add a little effort and scored the late winner for Chelsea. It was a very, very good match for Chelsea. They were very, very possessive, and Crystal Palace didn't have a shot on target throughout the match. So I think it's a very, very good match for Chelsea. They've been working so hard. They've been in 5 competitions so far, and I think they've won the Club World Cup, and now they're in 4 competitions currently. That's the Premier League, the Champions League, the Carabao, and also the FA Cup. So I think kudos to the Chelsea players. They are very, very strong. The team spirit is there. They are playing like a champion. They are the current champions of Europe and champions of the world. So I think Chelsea team is a really, really exciting team. Kudos to them.
Yes, kudos to Chelsea. Chelsea won, edged out Crystal Palace 1-0 in their last game, in Premier League game that they played. Yes, Mr. Sunday, Ziyech has come out to say Chelsea are still hungry for more trophies. Looking at the match that they played against Crystal Palace, do you think Chelsea has this fight and this urge to go ahead and do superior things in other competitions, because they're in 4 competitions, as Mr. Sadiq said? Do you think they're still capable of clinching more trophies? Because as it seems, they are still more hungry for more trophies. Looking at this Chelsea team.
Yeah, of course. For me, Chelsea have been how should I put it now? They have been spectacular actually. Recently, I actually admire the way they have actually composed themselves, the way they have played recently. Now, despite the fact that they have been involved in so many competitions, the fact that it actually didn't allow it to affect their game on Saturday. Exactly. So on Saturday, the fact that they actually played as a team that wants to winning at all costs.
Winning mentality.
I'm saying that now. Winning at all costs, and they actually played like champions. All right. Now looking at Ziyech coming out to say more choice for Chelsea. In the coming future, in the future, I think Chelsea is going to win more trophies with the kind of players they have. They have quality both back in the midfield,
especially in the back line.
At the front, they have quality to win trophies for the coming year. So I actually see Chelsea going far and bringing more trophies to England and Stamford Bridge.
Okay, yes, we'll see Chelsea going far and bringing more trophies to the champions, even the Champions League, I think. Or we'll really be hopeful that Chelsea can play. How far do you think Chelsea can go?
Now, for me, if you look at the Champions League, it's very, very difficult. Agreed. Real Madrid actually did that back to back. I said that they actually won it 3 seasons
on the row.
In a row. So for me, I think Chelsea can also do that now because of one major factor, the kind of coach they have. The character of the coach is actually superb. Alright? It's actually superb. Now for me, I would say now it is not the team actually playing right now. It is actually the quality and the tactics of the coach playing actually for Chelsea now. As it actually stands now. So for me, the Champions League is actually something that Chelsea should be winning every season. But this season I'm not sure because it's going to be a very difficult. A very, very difficult game. The likes of Man City, the likes of PSG, hungry to win all these trophies. Let's just hope for the best.
Yes, we're still hoping for the best. But yes, if you're just joining us, this is Football Flakes. We've talked about the Super Eagles Operation Dim Black Stars. Well, now we'll just finish talking about the Chelsea game against Crystal Palace. Chelsea edged Crystal Palace 1-0. Yes, Chelsea edged Crystal Palace 1-0. Then also another team on the winning side is Manchester United. So, Mr. Sadiq, run us through Manchester United game.
Talking about Manchester United, the match was really scintillating. It was captivating. I was really full of goals. I was really entertained. I think for the game of Manchester United and Leeds United, I think that should be the game of the week, because there was a lot of goals in the match. It was a 6-goal thriller. So the game was really interesting. It was really entertaining, and especially for the world best player Cristiano Ronaldo. You can see the passion in him. Even though he didn't score anything, but he had 2-goal involvement in the match. He didn't assist, but he has goal involvement in 2 goals. So I think since he has been in the team, I think he was benched to 2 games straight. So since he has come back, Manchester have been winning their last match. I think they won 2-0 and he scored, and also his counterpart, that was Bruno Fernandes, also scored, and now he has been in 2 goals involvement again in the 4-2 win against Leeds United. I think I'm not so surprised for the world best player of all time, Cristiano Ronaldo. So I think it's a good match for Manchester United, and if they can keep winning like this as a big team, as a big team, you need to be winning games week in and week out. So it's a very, very good result for Manchester United, and also keeping the space, because they've been 2 goals ahead, and within 2 minutes, or should I say 3 minutes, Leeds United came back. They still the draw, and later on Manchester United were still fighting. As I said earlier, that as a big team, you need to be winning week in, week out. And having a player like Cristiano Ronaldo, even though he's not the captain, you can see him speaking to the players that you must come up. We need to win this game. This is just the beginning. Just after just a win in their last 3 games, you can see him motivating the players. And later, the Manchester United, the team later came up and eventually scored 2 goals at the end of the game. So it was a really, really good game for Manchester United.
Yes, it was a very good game for Manchester United. Manchester United edged Crystal Palace 4-2. Fred Elanga and landmark win at Elland Road. Bruno Fernandes amongst the goal scorers. So, Mr. Ifeanyi, who was looking at this Manchester United team against Leeds? Who was the standout player? How do you think Manchester United approached this formation that they used in playing Leeds? Who was the standout player? What do you think Manchester United need to get right? And what do you think they did wrong that made them concede 2 goals and they are losing the edge that they had earlier on, even though they went on to win the game 4-2?
For me, I'll actually continue picking my so-called favorite player in Manchester United, and I actually love him so much.
Who is your favorite player?
Bruno Fernandes.
Yes,
Bruno Fernandes.
Yes, I think he really tried. He scored and also made an assist.
Now, if you look at Manchester United as a whole, now after the end of season, I just hope the board give Bruno Fernandes the man of the season, because this guy has been consistent game after game with his assist, change coach or no change coach, he's still consistent. He's still there for Manchester United. So for me, I'll pick Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes is a standout player for the game.
Sure, for me, it's also the man of the match, because he had a goal and also made an assist. So he should be the man of the match, because he has always been there for Manchester United. Any match, it will be the competition. But I think the standard for them in the Champions League should be Cristiano Ronaldo, because he has been scoring the late winner. So I think but right now, I think Bruno Fernandes is the man for Manchester United.
Okay, Bruno Fernandes, man in form for Manchester United. If you're just joining us, you're welcome to Football Flakes. It means a lot. We talked about the Super Eagles counting down to face the Black Stars, Ghana, in the World Cup qualifiers. 31 days from now, we're also looking at the England Premier League matches, the features, the results that took place within the weekend. We just talked about Chelsea against Leeds. Chelsea edged that game 1-0. Manchester United won 4-2. And also Wolves played Leicester in a shocking game. Wolves came out on top 2-1. Wolverhampton came out on top 2-1. Because of time, we won't be going into much details about that. Yes, Now, still on the England Premier League, Lookman next fourth goal of the season. I think this Lookman is the one that
I just signed a contract for Nigeria.
For Nigeria, he has confirmed.
He also, he gave his
citizenship.
So
Nigeria. So looking at this game, even though Leicester City lost the game to Wolves, looking at Lookman's performance, looking at this goal, his fourth goal of the season, do you think this Lookman can achieve something in this Nigerian squad that are planning to go and dim the light of the Black Stars?
Yeah, of course. You can actually do a lot, because if you actually watch the game yesterday against Wolves, you find that at the heart of every attack of the Leicester City, he was actually involved. So he was virtually around the pitch. He was virtually everywhere, right? But it's actually painful that Leicester City actually
lost the game. Because I think they've been on some losing streak recently.
Yeah, because I actually don't know what actually needs to change in Leicester City.
If it's the coach or their players.
I actually don't know, because those players are players that if you go back, you find that they have won the FA Cup, won the Premier League. So I see that. So for me, I actually don't know what's wrong with Leicester City. Maybe they actually need a little bit of time. But for me, Lookman yesterday he was fantastic. He was everywhere. And when the ball gets to his feet, when the ball gets to his feet, he want to score. So everything he touches yesterday almost leads to goal. But it's a shame that he actually scored only just one.
He would have scored more than one.
Yeah, he would have scored more than one.
Yeah. Yes, Lookman next fourth goal of the season. So Sadiq, are you a fan of Lookman from Leicester City? How far do you think he can play? What role do you think he can play for?
I'm talking about Lookman. I don't
Nigeria.
think I don't think Lookman can make it to the Nigerian national team, be the starting 11, because I'm going to pick
from the bench,
because I'm going to pick Moses Simon ahead of Lookman. Seeing Lookman, you can see Moses Simon. He's always making the dribbles, the run, and even though he's not so fantastic in his crosses, the reason why I'll pick Simon over Lookman is that number one, I think in football, the number one thing you check in a player is his experience. You know what how he think, how he usually think. Is he fast? That's why Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are both up players. The way they think, they are always thinking fast. They are always in the stage. Should I pass this ball? Should I make a dribble? Or should I make a shot? If it can lead to a goal. So I don't think Lookman is having those mentality like Moses Simon. And again, Moses Simon is very strong than Lookman. What I say about Lookman is also Lookman is also pacey like Moses Simon. What I say about Lookman is where he's supposed to develop his game is like if Lookman can make fast decision, I think it's going to be improved or a better player, because if you look at Lookman, yes, for a winger, you should know how to dribble. If he's dribbling to the side of the pitch, he's usually making a mistake. It's either the ball is going to the throwing or the opponent is collecting the ball from him. So he should make fast decisions. Though he's a really good player, he's very, very, very fast, and I think that's just the place he should improve his game. After dribbling, you should know the next person to give your pass, but he's always wanting to dribble other players. Like he just want to be the Messi on the pitch. It's compulsory for you to dribble, just a player or two. Exactly. But I don't want to call him a stingy player, because he has been fantastic for Leicester. I think he has made a lot of assists in the Premier League and also in the Europa League. But after dribbling or other stuffs, just look for other players. As a winger, you should know how to cross, because I think that's the most important thing for a winger. Number one thing for a winger is you should know how to dribble, you should be pacey, and also you should know how to cross your ball, and not just only crossing. You should make a good cross. Look at Marcos Alonso when he came in for Malangsa. I think the first cross he had led to assist and also a goal for Hakim Ziyech. So that's what I'm talking about for Lookman. Look at Moses Simon. Everybody knows after dribbling is at the edge, is only making a cross, even though the cross is bad at times, but he's still making the attempts that anybody can be there to head the goal or shoot a shot. But Lookman is not making those crosses. He's just after dribbling, just make a short pass to his player. So he should learn how to cross very well.
Okay, Lookman needs more game time as he scores his 4th goal of the season for Leicester. If you're just joining us, this is Football Flakes. We're just running down the games that took place in the weekend, the England Premier League games that took place in the weekend. We also talked about Operation Dean Black Stars, 31 days to go, the World Cup qualifiers. World Cup already edging closer and closer, but Nigeria is set to qualify. Not yet qualified yet, Nigeria has not qualified. Black Stars are standing in our way, but we hope that Nigeria can come out and win the game. Now, running real quick in the lightning speed, we're going to be looking at some transfers. Manchester United to trigger Diogo Dalot's 1-year option. James is set to return this week. Chris James has been injured for a couple of matches now. To Chelsea with James, but he's set to return this week. Looking at Chris James returning this week, do you think is an extra boost for Chelsea real quick?
Yes. Yeah, the James coming back is actually a massive boost for Chelsea, because Chelsea, looking at Chelsea as a team, they have actually missed Chris James a lot. Okay. Because of his crosses. You find that before he went to injury, he was actually involved in so many of Chelsea attacks and all that. So I think with James coming back to the lineup will actually be a boost for Chelsea. And I see Chelsea winning games consecutively.
Okay, yes. Up Manchester United. I think a Manchester United fan just came online, Mr. Yeroba. Okay, yes, Mr. Yeroba, the winner of our predict and win, but he's still here to collect your gift. I still have you in mind. Yes, I've not forgotten you. We've not forgotten you. We still have you in mind. You're definitely going to hear from us. He said, "Hello guys, did you praise Manchester United?" I think we've already given Manchester United enough accolades for that game against.
No,
but do you think that game yesterday is enough for us to praise them and see them going to the Champions League spot?
I think if you are doing better, or let me say if you are doing better or you are doing something great, I think you deserve to be praised, because there's no sentiment here. Like,
yes, we're just analyzing.
Exactly, we are just analyzing the game, Mr. Yoba. It's not that we are praising Manchester United, but they had a good win game, and they had a fantastic game. So we just have to give the praise or credit to Manchester United.
But the thing there is that Manchester United used to work on their defense, really, because you can't just concede. If you are playing like that, you are conceding 2 goals in 3 minutes. You cannot win the Premier League. Look at Manchester City for example. The number of goals they have conceded this season, I'm not sure is actually more than 10 or so. I'm not sure. You can't be more than 10. So if you want to be at the top, you want to be at number 1, 2, 3, you need to concede less goals. Your defense needs to be very, very strong.
Solid. Exactly.
Now, looking at the game generally, Manchester United played very well, but conceding 2 goals in 3 minutes is actually silly. And you want to win trophies, you can't keep conceding goals like that.
Sure.
Okay, for Manchester United to win trophies, they need to adapt the method of keeping clean sheets and not to concede goals in quick succession. Mr. Yoruba says they need to play Manchester United song. We'll be singing for Manchester United much later when they finally clean the trophy.
I think exactly. They can win the Premier League. I think their song should be "Glory, Glory, My United." Glory, Glory, My United.
Top fan.
Glory, Glory, My United.
We shall always fight for our right.
So yes, Mr. Yoruba, we've sang the Manchester United song for you. I hope you're happy. Yes, if you're joining us, this is Football Flakes, where we talk about everything football, everything related to football. We're talking about all that happened in the England Premier League over the weekend. We also talked about Nigerians game. Now looking at the La Liga, Aubameyang strike 3 times. He scored an hat-trick to send Xavi's men forth.
Yeah.
And how do you see Aubameyang scoring multiple goals for Barcelona? And this Xavi's team has finally earned the top 4 spot in the La Liga, and they are looking closer and closer to the return of the Champions League spot. You see Barcelona, the tactical play from Xavi, acquisition to the star players Aubameyang and Adama Traore. You see this Barca reigniting to their usual self.
Yeah, exactly. I actually see them going places. Actually, by the end of this season and actually beyond, because if you look at this Barca team, I found that the major difference that actually happened is not them sacking Koeman and bringing us. I think what Xavi has done in the January transfer window has been spot on. It has been second to none, really, because looking at him, he just found out that he needs Barcelona to make the top four, and he made the right decisions in his
transfer.
And I found out that those transfers are actually paying off for him right now.
Sure.
Okay, do you agree with him?
I agree with him.
Barcelona.
Yes, and the thing Xavi did that was really interesting is that most of the player he brought into Barcelona those players, let me say 4 of them, or should I say some of them, are playing at the bench, or they are on the bench for their former clubs. Look at the like of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang that scored the actual goal. The former Arsenal star I think he was stripped of the captaincy for Arsenal.
The reason why he was sitting on the bench was because he had
a beef with Mikel Arteta.
Yes.
That's what I was saying, and it was it's not so good for just just a small time just to strip off your captain. You have to give him some respect, and I think eventually it led him to the bench, and eventually came to Barcelona. He's left Arsenal, sorry, and he's playing a good straight, and he's banging the goals for Arsenal. Look at Adama Traore when he was in Wolves. Also, he's always coming at the 70 or 80 minutes, and if he can make if he can have his luck, he's going to score for Wolves or make an assist. And now he's starting his game in Barcelona. I think his first match for Barcelona, he made 2 assists. Look at Ferran Torres also playing as a first 9 sometimes, and I think the guy is a winger, but Guardiola is also always playing him as a first 9, sitting on the bench at times. Now he's in Barcelona, he's making a really good match for himself, and I think at the end of the season, or should I say at the end of the tournament, I think Barcelona will get to a better stage in the La Liga and also in the Europa League.
So they are going to qualify for Champions League. Barcelona qualify for Champions League next season.
Yeah.
Yes, I have
because if you look at the teams above, the only strong team I actually see there is actually
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid is actually
at the top.
But I'm talking about from the second to
the third to fourth.
The only strong team there is actually
Sevilla. Sure.
Right? Now the only strong team. Now who is actually at the top? Maybe
Real Betis. Sure.
Those ones they will actually come down because I can't see them winning so many matches, because if you check their
previous matches,
their previous game, they have been dropping points. Sure. Right? So I see Barcelona clinching the third position,
or even the second position.
No, I can't see them pushing the second, but at least I give them the third, and we control the Champions League.
Okay, yes. Moving on. If you're just joining us, you came in a bit late. We're almost rounding the program up. Yes, Barcelona edged the match. Aubameyang strikes as they send Xavi's men to 4th place in the league. Michel Arioba said they allowed Leeds to score because Manchester United has a good heart. I think they just want to say they are compensating Leeds because they don't want Leeds to feel
talking about the goal, I think the player that deserves let me say after Bruno Fernandes as a fielded player, like playing the midfield and also the attacking aspect, the second player I can also give is Cristiano Ronaldo. And lastly, for me, the top 3 players in Manchester United currently is Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and also David De Gea. He has been consistent, making a lot of saves for Manchester United. And yes, Manchester United fans, they are always blaming David that he has not been consistent. He's keeping the clean sheet. And the problem is the defense, most especially. I don't think Rafael Varane has been compatible with Maguire so far. So I think both have to look for the solution. work out that where is our mistake coming from. And even before Rafael Varane came to Manchester United, I think Manchester United defense should be shuffled, especially from Luke Shaw aspects. Let's forget about Luke Shaw maybe making assist or something. Look at Ben Chilwell of Chelsea. Yeah, he's scoring goals, making assists, yet he's having a solid tackling. You know, has been consistent. Look at João Cancelo of Manchester City also. He's scoring goals, making assists, and he's also solid in the defense area. Look at Robertson also for Liverpool. He has been making, I think now in their last match that they won, that was 3-1. They won over Norwich. He made an assist, and now this is the third season that Robertson is having 10 plus assists for Liverpool consecutively for a defender, a left back. Wow. You know, see, he's making everything so easy for himself, making assists and also doing his work at the defensive aspect. Chilwell scoring goals, making assists, doing his best at the defense aspect. Also for Cancelo also. So I think the problem now is, or I should not say problem, but if Manchester United want to have a better defense, they need to change their left back. That's Luke Shaw, and also they should add another central back also to their central back.
I actually disagree with you, bro.
Why do you say so?
For Manchester United, Luke Shaw has been spot on. Seriously,
but he has not been involved in goals.
No. If let's leave the goals. Look at Luke Shaw in the defensive aspect.
I'm somebody that is not. I'm actually not actually.
Okay, wait, Mr. Sunday.
Last season. See, if they put
you are talking about last season. You are talking about current season.
Okay, for me, if they put a Luke Shaw and a Chilwell for me, I'm going to pick a Luke Shaw 100 times over.
Seriously?
Yes, I'm going to pick a Luke Shaw 100 times over.
Their stats. Have you checked their stats? Luke Shaw versus Chilwell.
See, it's not about stats. It's not about stats.
That's a gameplay.
Listen. If you look at chances created, Luke Shaw and Chilwell.
Ben Chilwell still has it.
No.
Wait, he said Ben
Chilwell does not have chances created more than Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw. He said chances created, and let's talk about chances created. Wait, you might create chance, and it might not eventually lead to goals. But look at Chilwell, he's scoring the goals and also making the assists.
Going forward, Luke Shaw is more deadly than Chilwell. Going forward as a player, as a left back, Luke Shaw is more deadly than Chilwell.
But yes, and I have not seen his goals. I think Ben Chilwell a season.
It's all about goals. Look at Robertson. Wait, who told you they pick Ben Chilwell ahead of Luke Shaw in the national team?
No, the last one we played.
No,
it was not ahead because then Ben Chilwell was injured. He was injured. If Chilwell was not injured, he would have been
injured. Even if Chilwell was not injured, they will pick Luke Shaw ahead of Chilwell. Well, I know what I'm saying.
Well, for you
are talking about goals now. Look at Robertson. I will pick Robertson more than the three of them. But yet Robertson does not score more than 3-4 goals a season. Yes,
and he's making the assist now. I think he made his 10th assist day for yesterday.
Luke Shaw is more deadly going forward. See, what do we need defenders for?
Wait.
Scoring goals.
Who is the best left back in Premier League?
He's not about scoring.
I think Arnold right now is
left back.
He's Robertson. He's Robertson.
For Robertson to be picked as best left back. And also, I'm not saying Luke Shaw in the top 3 best left back. And now you're saying Luke Shaw is better in the going forward.
For me.
Okay, for you.
It's better
than Chilwell. Okay. I think you just have to leave the argument. But I think most fans or football supporters will pick Ben Chilwell, João Cancelo. It's obvious. Look at what they play.
You haven't mentioned another person again that is more better than Ben Chilwell again. Yes, Cancelo.
Yes, not that I said that the top 3 best left back in the Premier League right in England, it should be Robertson, Cancelo, and Ben Chilwell. If we can drop Ben Chilwell because he hasn't been playing for some months now.
Not that. You can't compare a Luke Shaw and a Ben Chilwell now.
Okay, for you, Luke Shaw is better than Ben Chilwell.
Yes, Luke Shaw is better than he's a better left back for me.
Statistics, so
now that's I tell you that. It's not all about checking all this stuff. No, see, you can be in a good team and you have a very, very good statistics more than a player that has quality.
Okay.
For example, let me give you Messi. Messi, for example, he is playing in PSG, but the fact that PSG is not doing very well does not make Messi a bad player. So but there are some average players that their statistics are better than Messi this season. Yes,
sure.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to say okay, because maybe Benzema had a very good game in the Champions League, he did this.
I'm not even talking about the Champions League now. You said that playing in a better team. Sure, everybody know that for right now Chelsea is a better team. But when it was in Leicester City, he was still making the same gameplay. It was same effort. Exactly. He was still scoring the goals and also making the assists. Now
the goals he scored for Leicester City. You are saying he scored
a season. He scored 5 goals and 3 assists. Luke Shaw have never scored 5 goals for Manchester United a season. Am I right?
Luke Shaw has not scored 5
goals a season for Manchester United. I'm not talking about all competition in the Premier League. In the Premier League.
I don't want to actually bring out the record because I'm not actually sure, but I still maintain and I still insist that Luke Shaw for me is a better left back to
Okay.
Yes, it's been hot and spicy here at the studio. You already know that's how we do it. If you're just joining us, I know you're having a swell time. But now we're about to bring the show to an end. Yes, if you're just joining, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been lovely to have you guys here in the studio. Big up to the viewers all over the world. We are much appreciated. Looking at Joe Felix shines at El Shaddai ahead of Manchester United class. Xavi wants Roberto to stay at Barca. Real Madrid considering Jeremy Frimpong move. Just looking at some of the transfers that are taking place. And also don't forget Falcons land in Abidjan without Oshoala. Later today, Cote d'Ivoire versus Nigeria. Barca forward returns to Spain. The Falcons are without the star player for Barcelona, Oshoala. Then because she's out for up to 10 weeks. Yes, if you're just joining us, this is Football Flakes and we're about to come to the end of this show. We'll talk about Nigeria, the Super Eagles qualification. They are going to play the Black Stars, Ghana, 31 days from now. We've looked at the English Premier League also as well. The matches that took place in the English Premier League. We also dived a little to the La Liga. Aubameyang making the headlines as he scored 3 times and also winning the man of the match for Barcelona. Before we round up, this comment says Luke Shaw is better than Ben Chilwell even in England football team. But Luke Shaw needs to do better. I think someone in the comments.
I think since he said Luke Shaw needs to do better. I think he has been sentimental there because exactly because because he's a Manchester United fan. So he don't want to drop the comment that Ben Chilwell is better than Luke Shaw. But the last statement he made that Luke Shaw needs to do better. His conscience is telling that yes, Ben Chilwell is better than Luke Shaw.
I actually always say it that I don't say anything based on sentiment. I'm a Chelsea fan, alright? I'm not saying that Ben Chilwell is not good. That's not what I'm saying. But you can't say Ben Chilwell is a better left back to Luke Shaw. If you look at Luke Shaw, over his career, what has plagued him is actually injuries. Alright? If not, he would have been one of the standout left backs in the whole world. Whole world right now. Yes, he would have been one of the. That's why I said.
Let's forget about it. Okay.
Let me finish. That's why I said he has been plagued with injury because any little thing he will be out for like
injury prone.
Yes, he's actually injury prone. But if you look at last season, because if you look at Chilwell now you are saying no, I should not judge based on last season. If you look at Chilwell now, he hasn't played much this season also.
Sure.
He hasn't played much, so we can't say anything based on this season.
But his start is still better than Luke Shaw's start.
Last season, Luke Shaw was better than Chilwell in terms of the
attacking aspect or the defensive aspect.
Everything.
How many goals? Let's talk about the attacking aspect now.
When you come into goals now, you are just measuring goals for left back. See, I'm not saying that left back should score.
That's why I asked that. Is it the attacking aspect or the defensive aspect? And you said all round. So I'm not bringing out the attacking aspect. That how many goals did Luke Shaw have in the Premier League last season?
That's where you are actually making the mistakes.
Okay. There's no mistake there. I said, is it the attacking aspect or the defensive? And you said all round. So me, basically, I'm bringing out the attacking aspect.
Based on attacking aspects, it's wrong. Now look at Alexander Arnold. Is it a matter of goals? It's not a matter of goals. It's a matter of the number of contributions he made for Liverpool. Look at Alexander Arnold. Let's say 80% of Liverpool goals is always Alexander Arnold.
I think
we're not looking at goals. If you are talking of goals, how many goals has he scored? How many goals has this?
Wait, okay, you said you should not be
Look at the chances created. Look at the
wait.
put in.
I have to bring out a point now. You said goals or assists doesn't matter, right?
I said you can't be talking about
goals and assists. If let me give you an example. If who should I talk about? Lucas Digne, the former Everton player.
Yeah.
If he is scoring the goals and making assists, will Everton leave him to go to Aston Villa? Yes or no?
I don't get the question.
Lucas Digne, the former left back for Everton, if he's scoring goals and making assists for Everton, will Everton leave him to go to Aston Villa?
Okay, I want to before I answer your question, I will ask you answer this.
Ask my question.
No, I'm going to answer it. I wait, and I never said I will not answer it. You said if
Lucas Digne was scoring goals and also giving assists for Everton.
Assist for Everton. If they okay, what do you think was the reason why Everton sold him?
Sold him.
Yes,
he's not performing.
No, that is wrong.
Why did Everton?
It's not because he wasn't performing.
If Digne was performing, never.
He's one of the
best
players in Everton. Yes.
If Digne was performing, they'll never allow. If he was performing, they'll never allow Digne to leave. They'll find another player or another option to cut off their.
Performing for Barcelona.
He himself wants to leave Barcelona.
Was
yes or no?
Performing for? He did not want to leave Barcelona.
He has been talking about the transfer for Barcelona that he wants to leave. I think 3 seasons ago that he wants to leave Barcelona.
No. Why did Barcelona not renew Messi contract? Okay,
he himself. I'm saying that he himself wants to leave Barcelona.
No, that's not it now.
I think Mr. Sunday is not going to.
They are trying to make way because the Barcelona was actually in debt. Wait, you didn't remember? Barcelona was in debt. They were in debt. That was why they actually let Messi go, Suarez go. Those
higher players.
Earners, Griezmann. They let
Griezmann left before Messi, right?
They actually left.
Suarez left.
That was one of the way of bringing down this thing down.
But Messi was the last player that left Barcelona, right?
See, it still boils down to the fact that they were trying to reduce
their wages, right?
Yes,
but
that happened in Everton.
But what I'm trying,
it's not that Everton
let him to know
bankrupt. Now, if you look at Digne was number one. He's an injury player. That's one. And again, he's one of the highest earners in this Everton. So why you now? For me, you would think now. If I ask you now, you say Pulisic is playing very well at Chelsea. That's so. But for me, I want it to be sold. No matter how everything he plays.
For me also, I think he's not doing better. Okay, now let's come back to Manchester United. Also in their squad, look at Anthony Martial. I think if you are talking about their wages, he's collecting a better salary to other players. But since he's not delivering for Manchester United, they loan him to Sevilla, yes or no? Yes. So if a player is performing, look at it's not even possible for any coach. If a player is performing at his top level and you want to reduce your wage, you can never let the best player go. That's just it. If Digne is performing,
was one of the best players in Everton.
This season is a flaw for Everton. That's what I'm talking about, because he's not performing.
Okay. He's a flop. This is that's why Everton had to sell him.
Sure. If he's performing better, they'll never allow him to leave Everton.
Okay.
Look at Mr.
I want to ask you a question. Why is that? Do you know that Rudiger can leave Chelsea this season?
Sure. Because
why is he not a good player?
Chelsea are also coming to his terms.
You are contradicting yourself. Okay, why?
Chelsea. Look at Chelsea history. Chelsea have never paid any defender over 170. That's their policy. He's a good player, but what Rudiger is wanting is over Chelsea policy. Yes or no?
Think that Lucas Digne over 3 years in Everton, one of their most consistent player, you saying that because he's a flop, that's why they let him go to Aston Villa?
Sure, now he's not performing. Look at Rudiger, he's performing. The reason why Chelsea is not giving him the contract is that Rudiger, the wages is demanding is over Chelsea policy for a defender. If Chelsea are going to play 170 for Rudiger,
why can't you see that same thing?
You don't compare Everton and Chelsea. Chelsea is a bigger team to Everton.
I'm telling you that Digne was not a flop. That's why Chelsea wanted to go for him as a replacement to the injured.
Why did Chelsea not go for him?
Aston Villa priced Chelsea out now because Chelsea wanted him short term. What are you saying?
That should be the only reason.
Wait, imagine
Look at Lukaku.
European Champions.
Look at Lukaku. Inter Milan were also pricing him out, but since he is in form and Chelsea know what they are looking for, Chelsea needed a number 9, a prolific goal scorer, and whatever they are demanding, they have to give it out to Inter Milan. Yes or no? Look at Kai Havertz. Before Kai Havertz came to Chelsea, they were budgeting 50 to 60, but they were looking at this guy's his form, you know what he can bring to the Chelsea team, and they let the money out of the bag. They pay the money for Kai Havertz, and now he's in Chelsea. If Kai Havertz has not been a better player, or Romelu Lukaku, if Lukaku was not in his top form for Inter Milan, will Chelsea purchase Lukaku? No, that's just it. But he has been in top form.
You said Lukaku was a flop.
Is Lukaku a flop?
Yes. Wait. Yes.
When he was Inter Milan.
Champions Chelsea went for him in January as a replacement to their. Serious. I'm still trying to understand what he's trying to say, that Lukaku is a flop. Somebody that was not even in the market for up to 2 weeks. As they just look.
He was not performing for Everton. That's what they let Digny out for Everton.
Digny went out for me. I don't know. Maybe that one is for you that he wasn't performing. But for me, he went out based on some specific reasons.
Is it possible for Manchester United to let Bruno Fernandes let go?
Yes, it's possible.
This season.
How? That's what I was bringing.
They are giving him they're even giving him a new contract now. Do you know that they are giving Fernandes a new contract?
Simple question. Why will Rudiger leave Chelsea? Is it that
because Chelsea are not giving him the money?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so it's not necessarily meaning that.
Yes, now what Rudiger is wanting is above Chelsea.
It could be other reasons as well.
Look and see. Go and check.
Sure. It's not the only flop, but he has not been performing. Look at Rudiger for now. He was talking about money. It's not if Chelsea wants Rudiger to let go since transfer.
If back and allow this guy to go.
Messi himself wants to leave Barcelona.
No, you don't say that.
Messi himself wants to leave Barcelona.
Yes, thank you very much, viewers around the world. This is how we do it. We're live on Raw Uncut here at Flip Studios in Football Flakes. Everything live and direct. I know you had a swell time watching us go back and forth about football gist here on Flip TV. Yeah, just looking at the features, the result of this weekend that passed. Manchester United won 4-2. Wolves won to Leicester 2-1. Moving to the German Bundesliga, Bayern Munich won 4-1 to Gaza, and Borussia Dortmund whooping 5-0 to Mönchengladbach. Italia Serie A, Fiorentina won 1-0 to Atlanta. Venezia was held to a stalemate against Genoa 1-1. Inter Milan lost to Sassuolo. Yes, this is where we'll come to an end of the show. Yoruba said this is the only Chelsea fan I've ever seen saying the truth.
Thank you. I always say the truth because I'll be sentimental. I always say the truth.
No, you see, it's not a matter of saying the truth though. I'm just saying based on what I've seen what I've read about some situations outside scene.
Okay, so yes, thank you very, very much. It's been wonderful here. The arguments, the analysis, the critical thinking, and the critical analysis of the football games. Yes, this is Football Flakes on Flip TV. If you're just joining us, we're sorry. You can go and watch the live replay over and over again to get yourself updated in the world of football. Don't forget, Deva Crack Under Pressure. Signing out for me, I am Wilfred Willie. And to my right.
And also sign out for me, my name still remains Sadiq Oyeneyin. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also keep updated on Flip TV.
Yes, Mr. Sunday, last words.
Sunday Junior. Keep watching Flip TV.
So, thank you very, very much, viewers around the world, USA, Nigeria, Asia, Africa, everywhere around the world, globally. From us in the studio, we'll say bye-bye.